Sorry about the sneeze, but that will give me the lead that I need. And what he's doing right now is he's actually deciding to tech switch up to roaches, so he knows I can fight him bangling for bangling, and roaches do exceptionally well when you're trying to use them against banglings. It's such a big group, only a few would just murder that. Murder. And both of us just deciding to commit to a huge amount of deadly green landmines right now. Just absolutely crazy. And my hatchery is almost finished. I really should have been building a second queen while I was doing this. I have the minerals where I could sustain it. And now that this hatchery is down, it's, unless he can do something drastic, there again, that group of two gonna detonate and take out a big group of my banglings, and one of my groups has now been separated. And what I want to do is I want to get away from these roaches and from the rest of his troops, and I'm gonna go again straight for his mineral line as kind of my goal. And as we can see, there's more roaches, queens coming here. I do not want my banglings to engage these guys because they'll do absolutely no good. Two of them getting in and exploding, killing more harvesters. Just absolutely awesome when that happens. I love bangling busting harvesters. That takes him right back down to 9 right now. So the game has drastically shifted in my favor. I'm over 20 to 19 to 9 as far as harvester count goes. I have a lot of zerglings. I have more banglings on the way, and I really do not want to lose this entire pack of zerglings right here just to 2 banglings, but it is completely possible. I really need to just send 1 zergling. 3 zerglings, not too bad. And right here with the big group of roaches, again, this is where I've got to be really careful. I could lose the game right here to this attack if I am not very, very careful with what I'm doing, because these banglings can eliminate all these zerglings, and then I will not have enough to stop these roaches from just steamrolling straight through my base while I desperately try to produce more zerglings. And roaches coming in right here, the banglings, he should park them right up here. I'm pulling my queen back right after I inject larva because I'm going to need everything I can, but you know, this is kind of an all-in push. This is all he's really got right now. Trying to intercept some of the reinforcements on the way. 2 zerglings will not be enough. The hatchery acting as bait until I can get more over here, and what I want to do is bring my banglings back around. You know, hopefully I can get his out there, and these banglings really not doing all that much aside from softening up the roaches. And right here, hero zerglings sacrificing themselves to save the better good of the swarm, and I'm going to have just enough roaches to be able to clean this up. My queen even coming down here, she wants vengeance for being hit by their nasty ass spine, and you know, reinforcements continuing to pull in, but I'm just producing too many zerglings. I'm on 2 base right now. The income is drastically favoring me. There's really just not much he can do about my onslaught at this point. And the zerglings are just going to continue to funnel, and now I'm going straight for his base. Both of us, again, just running really high APMs, really, you know, trying to do everything that we can to stop each other. And just with the amount of income that he has, there's really nothing he can do. He cannot produce roaches at a level, you know, substantial to stop what's about to happen right here. And, you know, maybe if he tucked these guys into a wall right here, you might be able to, but zerglings in an open fight, 3 zerglings will actually kill 1 roach. So, minerally speaking, they are more effective in the open when they can surround them. And if you get 6 zerglings on a roach like that, they just die so fast. So, here comes last desperate attempt. The queen, she is so sick of all of her poor babies getting killed. The drones fighting for their very life, and that's going to be a GG right there. As we can see, there's 3 more units worth of roaches. Grimm is like, LOL, and I'm like, bro, that was sweet. I really enjoyed playing that game, and you know, apparently, well, let's see what Grimm has to say about that. Because it doesn't look like he agrees with me. No, he doesn't think that this was a sweet game. My banglings think that this was a sweet game. In fact, they're going to show this roach warren just how sweet they think this game is. Oh, just blowing up everywhere. And it's not so much that banglings are retarded, but they're, you know, when you get to a bangling versus bangling matchup, you cannot ask for a more white knuckles type of game. Like a lot of people will say Zerg versus Zerg is not interesting. It can fall victim sometimes to, you know, just these early cheesy games, but this was a long drawn out game, very low food count game, and very rarely do you get as much action in, you know, Zerg versus Terran or Zerg versus Protoss as you do in ZVZ, because it usually just leads to all-out pure aggression when you're playing this game. And they get so weird because, you know, I'd win this entire game on 1 gas, and we never progress to other units. And it's because the pressure just really doesn't allow you to. Like, I had teched a lair, hoping that if I could transition into more of a macro game, that I'd be 1 step ahead of him, but there really was no need to. And sometimes that's just the way ZVZ goes. I mean, I've seen, um, God, the little one play an entire game against Terran, doing nothing but Zerglings because all the Terran wanted to do, you know, was keep going siege tanks and marines, and for some reason the little one didn't even want to get banglings. I have no idea why. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. This is Malachi Cowtipper signing out.